Welcome to the Butts in the Seats podcast, episode number 156.
Oh boy.
It's an episode.
Aren't we in for a doozy?
It's one of these, everybody. It's one of these
Brother.
episodes. Oh, brother.
Oh, brother. This is a tough one.
Yeah. Emily,
For a couple of reasons.
how you doing today?
You know, I've blocked it out of my brain. I think it's a good thing we're recording it relatively quickly after watching because I'm trying to forget the whole episode.
Yeah.
All of the above. I thought that the worst part was going to be, you know, what we know about. What we knew going into what this episode would be.
I had worst bit pretty much written in Sharpie for this one, and I was wrong.
Thank God for whiteout.
Yeah, today we're talking about the January 15th, 2001 WCW Monday Nitro. All the fallout from Sin Sunday.
Sin on Sunday. And what else fell out on Sunday?
We'll get there.
Bones.
Oh, before we get into the show, Emily, did you enjoy WrestleMania?
I'm gonna guess no.
We are recording this beforehand.
I'm just assuming that I was underwhelmed.
Yeah, the WrestleMania episode should be out by now, so they're probably talking about the day before this. So
big week in the Butts in the Seats world.
Yeah, I don't have the highest of hopes.
I can't imagine it's going to be like, whoa, didn't see that coming. That was incredible. I just don't see that happening.
I feel like there's going to be 5 really good matches, but I think the story around them is just holding it back.
I think that's fair. I think the matches are going to be good. We'll see. Maybe we're wrong. Maybe we're totally wrong.
Any other bold predictions that I can edit out if you're wrong?
Vince McMahon is coming back. Don't.
I don't know, man. Everyone's like, don't rule it out with these fuckers.
John Cena's getting back in that fucking ring, man. I'm telling you. Anything can happen.
Undertaker's going to come down during his segment and go, all right, you're going to the Hall of Fame next year. They're going to once in a lifetime his Hall of Fame announcement.
Jesus Christ.
Again, while you're listening to this, you know if these things happened. We don't.
We're just spitballing.
Anyway, WCW, a company that's totally not flailing and has poor ticket sales.
Oh, yeah. 2 WCW guys are going to the Hall of Fame this year. I keep forgetting about Dennis Rodman.
Yeah. I saw something of oh yeah, it's weird that WWE never brought him in to do anything.
No, it's not.
Well, it's not because
he sucked.
Well, WWE tried to sign him, and then he went, hey, WCW, this is the offer. Beat it. And they did. And he went, all right, cool. And then later on, he wasn't in the NBA and just wasn't as relevant. So.
And also, he was really bad in the ring. He also didn't add anything to the stories. I don't understand. What did I miss? I watched it.
But he's so cool.
I watched it all. What did I miss?
But today's Nitro took place in Fort Wayne, Indiana, which I was wrong last episode. Technically, this is the most north they will go. I did look it up, though, on the in terms of latitude. Baltimore is at 39, Indianapolis is at 40. So it's real close, but cool. Indianapolis is a bit higher.
Well, depending on who you ask, Baltimore is a southern city.
Yeah, we don't got time for that.
If you ask us, it's not.
So, annoyingly, the ratings for this show are higher than last week.
Based on what, man?
This show did a 2.63 up from the 2.06 last week.
And you said that the buys for Sin were up too. What the fuck are people purchasing?
By comparison, Raw is doing a 5.22, so it's still double.
Yeah. Why the fuck are you watching this? Especially this episode.
I'm wondering, was it people going are they really going to get rid of Goldberg? And, yep.
Yeah.
I do have some backstage notes before we get into this, because I didn't have any on the last show. I'm let's just get into the pay-per-view. Because in one of the days around this show, Time Warner announces it plans to sell WCW to Fusion Media. Fusion.
This was in Controversy Creates Cash.
Yes.
Yeah.
They have fully announced, yep, we're doing this sale. This is a thing that's going to happen. Eric Bischoff will be in charge, and depending on who you ask when, he's kind of running the show, but he's not. Yeah, the rest of the way, Bischoff is it's vague how involved he actually is.
I don't know that he wants to put his name on these.
I think that's why it's vague, because I think he went,
Never mind.
And in similar business news, the AOL Time Warner merger has been completed. And oh, brother, that is going to lose so much money.
Oh, brother.
The number for WCW, which Eric Bischoff was that's not really how money works. It lost $62 million in the year 2000. Not to be outdone, the AOL Time Warner merger in 2002 reported a loss of $99 billion.
Jesus.
Yeah. If you ever wonder what happened to AOL?
I had an AOL account for the majority of my childhood. I'm trying to remember when I stopped using it. Like, I know I used AIM through, like, 2005.
AIM? What are you doing? Who calls it AIM?
I do.
No, it actually did keep going for a bit. Like, the business, like, pivoted, but
remember when the internet was only available via CD-ROM?
With the AOL Time Warner thing, it was just a completely different, like, clash of business styles. And so it's like, oh, okay, that went over so poorly. But with the merger, Time Warner will remain a minority interest in WCW in order to keep the television rights. Remember that. And with that, Hulk Hogan is expected to return.
Sure he is.
In a fact that I guess I didn't know, but it does make some sense. As we know, Hulk Hogan is not part of the Invasion storyline.
Right.
Now, I had always assumed that was because he had a Time Warner contract.
Right, yeah, because he's one of the bigger guys, you said, like Kevin Nash and...
His contract expires in 2 months. Oh. He is trying to do something else. He's dealing with Fox throughout the entire Invasion, trying to get a show off the ground.
Oh, okay.
Which may or may not be the XWF.
Remind me what the XWF was?
We have certainly dived into that because we may actually review that. But it's Jimmy Hart and Brian Knobbs.
Yes.
With no more prima donnas with Hulk Hogan on the cover.
Well, you've told me about this. You're right. We haven't watched any of this, but you've told me about this.
We just want a show for the fans.
I hate your Jimmy Hart voice because it's a little too good.
It's a very easily...
I know, but it triggers something inside me that makes me mad. Makes me want to turn the radio to a rock and rock station. So
WCW, the short-term plan, which we know from the history of things, is to shut down the company temporarily.
Yeah.
Apparently only for like 3 or 4 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Which I always thought was going to be a little longer, but...
Yeah, what was the intention in that shutdown? It was...
They want to basically just a hard reset.
Yeah.
They want to reboot Nitro again, effectively.
Oh, good, because it went over so well the first time they rebooted it.
But yeah, they want to do a full relaunch. They're not going to have anything kind of be the same. It's just hard pivot.
I never understand what people mean when they're like, nothing is going to be the same. It's going to have the same name. It's going to have the same premise, the same talent. What do you mean? What's different?
Over in ECW, the final ECW show happened this week in Pine Bluff, Arkansas.
Pine Bluff. What a name of a town.
As I noted on the ECW episode, that is available on FanCam online, so you can actually go find that show.
Okay.
It is bittersweet watching the end of that. They'll get blindsided, but they'll kind of know.
They know it's coming. Yeah.
With the merger happening and the sale, apparently WCW's hiring freeze is over.
Ah.
This will actually come into play because in the next few weeks we're going to get Christopher Daniels and AJ Styles appearing.
Fuck, I forgot about Christopher Daniels.
Put
him on the wall next to Scott Norton. For the love of God, I will never know what this man looks like.
And in weird broadcasting rights and channel news, just because it's funny, over in Australia, Nitro now has competition on Wednesday nights. Do you know what show it's competing with?
Raw.
Thunder. What the fuck? Just whatever the rights to, it's not doing well, so they moved the show, and now it's going head to head with its own
content.
Yep,
guys,
they don't have a say on that. That's very much whatever Australian channel.
Stupid.
So yeah, company's going great.
The Wednesday Night Wars. There are no winners.
Apparently, next week, Tony Schiavone on air is going to be like, "Yep, they're selling the company. We don't know what this means."
Oh.
So we'll chat more about this next week.
Interesting.
That's all for the preamble. Emily, are you ready to get into this fucking show?
No. It started off rough, and I thought that was the worst.
I mean, I think it is, but let's chat a bit about it. Our main show, we open with the Sin recap package. We see the footage of the post-Sin main event of everybody being on the same page, and yeah, the heel turn for Ric Flair is really lackluster.
It barely even feels like a heel turn. I recognize that it absolutely is a heel turn, but it is such a whisper of a heel turn.
Yeah, because Tony Schiavone has to be like, "Yep, that right in the center of the frame there, you see Ric Flair, it's all the plan." Guys, don't even do this.
You really had to spell it out for us.
I also just feel like you could have, I don't know, teased it on this show. Have Flair come out then turn heel. Why are you wasting that moment?
Right.
In the a heatless little like video.
Yeah, because you barely even can hear what they're saying. It's literally just a video of all of them backstage together. And you're like, well, there it is.
Medea's funny in this because she does not know where to stand.
No, she kind of gets caught in the middle of all the big bulky dudes, and she's just like, I don't know where to be.
We didn't get commentary of Scott Hudson and Tony Schiavone solemnly checking in, and they're like, oh yeah, Goldberg's gone. We're never going to see him again. And then they go, hey, this horrific injury happened in the main event of Sin. And Emily, I did have to go back to this episode, and you asked me, are they showing the crowd this? And I think they are, because in the background of the audio, you could hear the crowd go, oh!
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, because we were talking about, like, at the start of this, there were some like people behind Tony and Scott that just, like, we're not matching the somber vibe.
No.
So Nick was like, the crowd has no idea what's going on here. And then they go and show this footage. I'm like, do they have no idea? Are they seeing this? Are they getting this?
They're just seeing it cold. They didn't get a warm-up.
Exactly.
Yeah, but Emily did watch one of the 4 times they show Sid's leg break. It's rough.
I watched it once. I'm never watching it again.
She watched it and then immediately like Blair Witched herself, just like standing up against the door like, nope, I don't want to see anything.
Yeah, I put myself in timeout. I couldn't look at the screen.
But yeah, you hear the crowd just go, oh my God.
I still need like an orthopedic surgeon to explain to me what the fuck happened. Because I've never seen a bone do what his bone did. And it doesn't make any sense to me how it happened or how it broke. And I did scour the internet trying to find x-rays and I couldn't find them. And you've tried to explain this to me too. And the way you explained it kind of made sense. But like, I need to see it on like a doll, you know?
Hey, can you Google Joe Theismann for me?
Sure will not. That was also different. That was a different kind of break.
Yeah, but
I've seen that injury one time.
yeah, and then Alex
I don't
Smith
do bones.
with like the same exact injury, like on the anniversary of the date, like the same yard line. I think both against the Giants. So like, Jesus.
I don't do bone injuries. Like blood is one thing. Bones I cannot do.
Yeah, you can't blade your bone.
Ugh. I broke my arm really badly as a kid, and I think I might have told this story before, but they had to put my wrist into like a socket thingy to pull the bone back into place. And my father, in full like military uniform, could not be in the same room with the x-ray showing my bone go back into place. So I wonder where I get it from.
Yes, I remember you said he held like your big toe.
Yeah, like on the other side of the curtain, he was just like, I'm here.
You know what, Emily? I'm just going to say it. I don't care that you hurt your elbow.
I didn't hurt my elbow. Hurt my wrist.
All right, but anyway, Sid had surgery today. They're like, yeah, he'll be out at least a year. I'm like, yeah, I think he's out.
A hell of a fucking year.
Significantly longer than that.
Very long year he took.
I did look. I'm like, yeah, I don't think he wrestles for a couple of years.
Yeah, I don't blame him. Especially like with the circumstances around why his leg broke. I don't blame him for losing faith in this entire company or this entire industry, really.
Plus, it's like, who's around to hire him to like,
yeah,
financially make him want to get back in the ring?
Honestly, yeah, he broke his leg at the worst possible time for the wrestling industry.
Then we go into our opening segment, which, Jesus Christ, this is the song that never ends. Literally, because
march that never ends.
Yeah, totally buff come out in suits to a funeral march. Is this or would a dirge be more? I
think it's literally called the funeral march.
WCW security disguised in suits serve as pallbearers for a casket they bring out to the ring.
Okay, but again, like, think about this in the context of the audience. They just watched a horrific leg breaking, and now we're watching a funeral.
He broke his leg to death.
Literally, what are you supposed to think? He died in surgery.
We do eventually get a Goldberg in memoriam image appearing on the screen, and it's like, oh, okay, yep, we get it. It's going to be a fun heel segment to start the show.
Yippee.
Buff Bagwell coming out in a 3-button suit, way too high. I know this is just fashion of the time, but like...
What do you mean a 3-button suit?
Like there's an extra, like there's like an extra top button.
Oh, I didn't even notice this.
Yeah. Him and Lex have very different looks here, and yeah, Buff's is just like there's like almost no shirt and tie visible. It was a look of the time, but it's not a good look.
I did not notice that at all.
But Lex and Buff open the casket, and Buff just pretends to cry.
Tony on commentary is like, Oscar nomination season is over.
But Emily, what's inside the casket?
The only clever thing about all of this, if I'm honest, this actually did make both of us chuckle a little bit. It's a little bit. It's It's a physical jackhammer.
With like a Goldberg sticker on it.
And a physical spear.
And Goldberg's book.
And his book, yes. It's funny. It's clever. It's literally the career of Goldberg in the casket.
So Buff and Luger are being overdramatic, and Lex finally fucking talks to give a condescending, sarcastic eulogy. We've noted it before. Overacting sarcastic insincerity is my least favorite thing someone can do in wrestling.
Oh.
And this fucking goes on for so goddamn long. This opening segment on the time code ends at 25:48. There's a commercial break during this. This is a 30-minute segment. How is the rating for this show higher than last week?
That's what I don't understand. I need to see like the Nielsen like half an hour ratings. Like, is the beginning of the show high and then like half an hour in there's nobody still watching?
So Luger's just talking. He's not saying anything. He's just like, oh, whoever did this, like whoever's responsible, you know, I hope they get whatever's coming to them, yada yada. I'm like, who are you? Like, who is this for? In reality, who is this for? What goal does this do other than like
this just like ups their heel heat with the audience, I guess.
Not even. Like the crowd is just like, well, obviously Goldberg's gonna show up.
Right.
You just piss off the crowd.
Right.
Like they start chanting Goldberg and they're like, yeah, chant it. It's like, he's not here tonight. Then it's Buff's turn, and oh yeah, this is where the Goldberg chants are. And Buff can't make it through the speech without like comfort from Lex.
Yeah, it's just too hard.
Fuck off.
I loved him, man. I loved him.
This is going so long. Tony Schiavone is actively wondering out loud, how do we end this segment?
Yes, literally out loud, because he's like, Flair is on their side. He's the owner.
Yeah.
How do we get out of this?
Which, yeah, that's great for an audience. Like, hey, you know the heel bullshit's going on? We don't know when that's going to end.
It's forever now.
So Lex Luger then invites anyone from the back to come join who has something to say. And Jeff Jarrett accepts the offer. And another, like, kind of funny moment of this. The problem is, there's, like, 3 funny moments in a 25-minute segment.
Right.
Jarrett has the guitar and, like, lays it across the top of the casket. Like
a flower that you put on a coffin at a funeral. It is funny.
And, yeah, I guess we didn't fully note that funeral march was going for the entirety of Buff and Lex's promo.
And then it took a break for Jeff Jarrett's theme.
And then Jarrett starts talking, and it comes back in.
Back up.
I'm like, oh my fucking God, guys. You don't have to play it. Like, there can be dead air.
Do. No, we cannot have dead air. That might highlight how quiet the crowd is.
So Jarrett has one memory to share, and he feigns tears as well, but, like, almost ends up corpsing in the middle of this promo.
He does, yeah.
But then he's like, my one, like, memory of Goldberg is, like, Goldberg never beat me. Ah!
Which just kind of, like, make the corpsing okay in storyline of like, I'm joking.
I did look. This is a lie. They had one match. Goldberg won, and I literally like looked back at a report of the show to be like, well, was it like a screwy finish?
No.
Nope. Goldberg pinned him. The other thing is he wasn't part of either streak, but that's not like I went back to see what Jarrett says, and he doesn't say I wasn't part of a streak. He says Goldberg never
beat me, just straight up. Yeah.
Even like the niche, like, oh, maybe you got around it now. Yeah,
well,
that was December of '99.
That feels like so long ago now.
Yeah, Bret Hart was still around.
Jesus.
Commentary is still hitting home. There is no end in sight for the end of this fucking promo.
And just to like put some context to it, 25 minutes in. This goes for 25 minutes. This file is only an hour and 22 minutes long.
Yeah.
There's less than an hour dedicated to anything other than this. Like I said, there's less than an hour available for wrestling. Other shit happens.
Yeah. Lex Luger then brings out Scott Steiner and Medeja, and another kind of funny thing. Medeja has like a black veil over her face.
Yes, she's dressed for the part.
Scott Steiner though is just in like a black turtleneck. Like,
very modest.
Okay.
Very evil, very modest.
Not committing to the bit, I didn't feel.
Oh, I thought so.
But,
I mean, you can wear that to a funeral.
But Steiner then comes to the ring, and the fucking funeral march kicks back in.
Of
and
course
I'm like,
it does.
Fuck me.
But he doesn't really do a eulogy. He just cuts a straight up promo. He does not abide by the kayfabe they're writing in this promo.
Yeah, I'm fine with this though because I don't need that from Scott Steiner.
I know, but it very much felt like I'm not subscribing to this bullshit that these guys are doing. I'm just going to talk to the guy that I know is alive
Well, he also talks to Sid and more or less takes credit for the injury.
Yeah.
And they're going to double down on this later. It's like, yeah, he hurt Sid. The case there you could have made is like, I pushed you to your limit and like you basically like took yourself out because you couldn't hang. Like, there's a way to do that.
Right. It's not like he took a sledgehammer to his femur.
Yeah. No. The way they do it, though, you'd think he did.
You would think. Am I saying the wrong bone? Is that the right bone? Is a femur in your leg or is it in your arm?
The femur's in your leg.
Okay. I got self-conscious there for a second. Probably the wrong bone still, but...
So after taking credit for the injury, Steiner says he gave Goldberg the worst defeat of his career at Fall Brawl. I'm like, well, Steiner did beat him. Yeah. However, wouldn't last night be worse?
That's probably worse.
Yeah, wouldn't it be worse? I guess...
I don't remember how he lost at Fall Brawl. I remember how he lost at Sin.
Yeah, I mean, I guess it's going to be like worst as in like, oh, he got his ass kicked. But I'm like, no, like that was a worse defeat for him. That he doesn't get to wrestle in WWE forever.
Years.
Steiner then opens the casket and spits inside of it. The way commentary reacts, you would think there's actually like Goldberg's corpse in there.
Right?
I'm like, you are far too outraged at
He's spitting on a spear.
Yeah.
A physical spear.
But most like, pick a side, guys. You're simultaneously being like, oh, we got to go through this. And then also, this is serious and how dare these men. And I'm like, which is it? Then we get Goldberg's music hitting and the crowd bites so hard.
I for a second. I'm like, oh, fuck yeah. Here we go.
And we see backstage and it's not Goldberg. It's Ric Flair and Animal. Because, Animal's here. Remember him?
Don't forget, he was part of that whole thing last night.
He appeared from Goldberg's locker room, which means somebody put up that sign just to troll.
Yeah.
The segment has gone so long, this is now when we go to commercial, and we're 16 minutes in.
Oh, God.
Back from commercial, the funeral music is still fucking going. Ric Flair is in the ring and welcomes us to the new WCW.
It's a new era.
Emily,
somewhere, Hunter Hearst Helmsley is quaking.
Emily, you had issues last night of Lex Luger using the phrase daddy-o.
Sure did.
Did you catch Ric Flair's buzz phrase for this promo?
Oh, I didn't write it down, no.
Just to cement, he's a heel. He keeps referring to fans in like the front row as Fat Boy.
Fat Boy.
He says Fat Boy like 8 times in this promo.
He also cannot catch his breath.
He's fucking gassed.
30 seconds into whatever he's saying, he is sweating bullets, wheezing through this, cannot catch his breath. Like, somebody needs to cut him off so he can, like, collect himself.
Yeah, he also maybe senses the vibe because he tells the fans at home to put down that channel changer. Like, it's called a remote, but okay. Yeah. But like, do you know everyone is like, all right, fuck this promo?
Genuinely, it's like, what's happening on Raw?
It's like, the world changes tonight. He runs to the group and he says package and then looks at Buff and calls him totally Buff. I'm like,
did you
know that's their team name, right?
I don't know that he does. He may have forgotten.
He also says this is the greatest collection of wrestlers ever.
Are you sure about that? Do you remember the Four Horsemen? You were there. They're better than this. Even with Mongo.
Flair says the new deal is that in one night, the Insiders lost their tag belts, Goldberg is sent away, and then he just loses his point. Like, he just totally like goes off kilter there. Like,
he's trying to breathe. The man can't breathe.
He says the group in the ring run this sport, and all the women will want to fuck them. Notably, he runs through each person that everyone wants to fuck. He does not list Animal.
Nope.
No one wants to fuck Animal.
Sorry, bub.
He also doesn't list himself, but...
That's a given, obviously.
I think he's just too gassed. He's like, I can't do anything right now, brother.
Yeah, please don't ask me to go to bed with you, please.
Space Mountain's closed. Flair then says that Steiner is the greatest world champion of all time, and once again implies Steiner hurt Sid. Flair also notes he'll be interviewing people backstage to try to join them or be against them. And at 21 minutes, 30 seconds, the Wolfpack music hits, and I have never been more relieved to see Kevin Nash in my entire fucking life.
Genuinely.
Like somebody else, somebody who actually like...
Somebody who wants this to end. Someone who doesn't want to feed into this.
Yeah, he's actually like yelling over Ric Flair. I'm like, no, we're done with your fucking promo here.
Please, for the love of God, be done.
Also, he comes out in like just pure denim.
Oh yeah, straight up like denim long sleeve shirt, denim light wash jeans, like denim on denim on denim on denim.
Nash says he's not on Flair's team and he wants to fight Steiner tonight because he left Big Sexy in Indianapolis tonight. The Killer's here, and he's gonna
just call himself unattractive.
Well, he also says he's gonna take Steiner's title, and he also notes like put a stake through his heart. But he just flat out says, I'm going to do that, and then I'm going to kill you, Ric Flair. And I'm like, Jesus Christ.
Yeah, we're not doing like flowery allegories with Ric Flair. Like, no, I'm going to murder you.
Further says Nash is talking a lot for someone who's all alone, who said, I'm all alone. Cue DDP and not Scott Hall.
Quick cut to that music.
But also, what a shocker, his tag partner's here. And DDP on this show has the intro for his old song, and then it goes into the new one. The songs do not meld well. It's bad.
No, because the new one's a bad song. I think they were afraid that if it was a song that people didn't recognize right away, maybe they'd be like, oh, no.
But yeah, it's like, oh, what a shocker. Nash then says he has one more guy with him and reveals it pretty quickly to be Rick Steiner. Like, do not think Scott Hall's coming.
They're not giving the crowd even a moment to think that it is anybody other than their team.
One of the reasons why I think maybe Eric Bischoff is actually running the show, because I'm like, I feel like Kevin Nash actually kind of respects Eric Bischoff and won't actively fuck with the show as much. I don't know. I don't think he respects fucking John Laurinaitis.
Well, definitely not. No one should.
So Kevin Nash then doubles down and says he wants a title match tonight. Ric Flair notes that Kevin Nash doesn't make the matches. Cue Ernest the Cat Miller, the new commissioner. Cat notes he can make matches and draws out booking the match with crowd involvement. I'm like, should I make this match? Yeah.
Well, that's all it takes. One guy going, yep.
Yep. And I have spoken, and in 25 minutes and 48 seconds, we are finally done with the opening segment of the show.
Fucking hell.
You know, people shit on Triple H for doing the opening of the show 20-minute promo. I'll sit through any one of those versus rewatch this. So like,
100%.
He usually has a fucking point.
Yes.
This.
It doesn't overstay its welcome when it happens on WWE TV.
Because, all right, even in a world where Goldberg does come back to this company in several months, again, he had shoulder surgery.
Right.
No one's going to fucking remember this segment. This was not an effective segment. It was just dog shit. But yeah, oh, I'm crying because I care so much. I'm like, who are you pretending for?
Right.
Like, in actuality, in kayfabe, why are you doing this?
Right.
Like, you're just a cunt in kayfabe.
Kayfabe cunt.
But that said, as we noted at the end of the last episode, one, I guess maybe Rick Steiner's in competition for third most over face. I was like, I think it's Ernest Miller. And yeah, the top of the card for the faces is looking real rough.
Real thin.
It's Kevin Nash, DDP, Rick Steiner, and Ernest Miller. Like,
we didn't really talk about the fact that Rick Steiner is back.
Yeah, I guess we didn't. The thing is, we
glanced over it the same way that the show did.
I don't know why he went away. Because do you remember the last time we saw him?
No.
Battle Dome.
Oh, shit.
He was part of that, and then he just vanished. Well, again, he was going to be the mystery man.
Right.
So, does kind of make me think he might be joining them soon.
Is it better for his legacy that he wasn't part of that? Do you think?
I don't think it matters.
Fair.
Oh, he does not have his Welcome to the Rainforest Cafe either. He has a new theme.
No, he also has a new theme. This is not the time for guys to get new themes.
Someone's got to stay employed.
Ugh.
So yeah, that's the opening segment. What a terrible, off-putting way to start a television program.
Awful.
Then we go backstage for more talking, and I'm like, fuck me, guys. We're getting more Ric Flair, because backstage he and Totally Buff approach Crowbar and Daphne, and Ric Flair offers them a spot on their team.
So he's talking about recruiting guys to the new WCW. And I wanted to get clarity on what the fuck he means. Because is this just Flair's...
Emily, you're thinking about this more than the production did.
Oh.
No, it's who wants to be part of the new heel supergroup.
The way that he's pitching it is like, I'm starting this new company. Do you want to come? And that's like kind of how people are taking it, I feel.
It's going to be interesting next week when they're like, hey, there's a sale. And
exactly. They call it the new WCW. What am I supposed to think?
But Crowbar says he respects Ric Flair, and he's like, but I like doing my loner thing. And I'm like, you have Daphne. You're not
you're not a loner.
Ric Flair wants him on the team, and he's like, yeah, I want Daphne screaming all night long because she's been buffed. And Daphne has a look of like, wait, what? It's like not actual confusion of like, what's going to happen to me? I'm going to get buffed? What does that mean?
Yeah, whatever it implies, she is not here for.
Flair tells Crowbar to get with it, and he's in our first match of the night. It's a pretty random match, all things considered.
It is.
It is Chavo Guerrero versus Crowbar with Daphne, And as they're coming out, commentary reminds us that next week's show got bumped for the movie of the week, so it'll be a Tuesday show.
Yes, the movie of the week. How could I forget?
And we actually missed the start of this match because we're seeing pay-per-view replays. And Emily, did you know that Crowbar has apparently never wrestled a real match in his life? Because commentary just decides hardcore wrestling is not anything of importance at all. Brother, Meng has not left yet. He's still on your payroll.
Scott Hudson thinks that Crowbar has never actually wrestled before in his life. He just throws trash cans. He's never had a match. He's never done actual wrestling moves. He's just a garbage brawler.
Like, if he had already left, I would have said this feels spiteful to Meng of like, oh yeah, you have that title, doesn't mean anything. You don't know he's leaving yet.
Right.
You are burying one of your divisions.
Right. When your roster is actively thinning. Don't do that.
Chavo then hits a diving Hurricane Rana and then head scissors Crowbar to the floor, then dives from the top rope onto him. Crowbar vaults into the ring, then just hits a very casual lion salt. Crowbar works Chavo over in the corner until Crowbar hits a Death Valley driver. He then puts Chavo on the top rope and tries for a top rope Frankensteiner, but Chavo counters and they're like, oh, see, he can't even wrestle.
He doesn't know how to counter. He's just bad wrestler. What the fuck?
Gotta follow up. Crowbar counters a tornado DDT and managed to hit a Northern Lights suplex.
Right.
I'm like, yeah, that's good.
Yeah.
Chavo manages to do getting vaulted to the floor while never actually leaving the ring. I don't know what he did wrong here, but he does not get like over the top rope. He just drops next to it. I'm like, what are you doing?
Yeah, I don't know if he like didn't hop himself up enough to get over. Like, yeah, he fully botched this.
Crowbar then hits an apron splash and eventually grabs a chair. Tony Schiavone on commentary notes, oh, well, why did he grab that? He can't use a chair in his match.
Nick, there are so many things to be upset about in this show. You cannot harp on the rules.
I actually want to back up to Sin because I don't think I made my point on something on that show well. The penalty box match.
Right.
You got annoyed because you went, man, you're really harping on the rules. And I'm like, that's what that match is. Two, that match highlights how fucking crazy it is that, like, look at all the things that happen normally in these matches that are against the rules.
Yeah.
And they just go, that's fine.
Right.
That match actually goes like, yeah, think about this. Why can Tigress just come in and interfere in the middle of a match? That's not how wrestling's supposed to work.
That's not how wrestling works. No, my more annoyance for the penalty box match it wasn't even really annoyance. It was just my impatience because you were going like move by move. And to me, that match was better seen and like talked about in the abstract, not move by move. But that's just my own take.
But again, you can't use a chair. Not allowed.
Oh my God. Again, this episode's not the one to harp on.
Chavo vaults the outside, smashes Crowbar on the chair, then back in the ring, hits a brainbuster, and gets the win. This was a decent little match. Commentary pissed us off.
Scott Hudson, LVP. I don't know.
Emily, think back to that opening segment. Is he the LVP?
I don't know. He really pissed me off. Because, like, he makes you feel stupid for ever liking Crowbar. And I guess that's like my biggest issue with WCW as a whole. I don't like being made to feel stupid. And a lot of this company is, oh, you like wrestling, you fucking idiot. Stop. But Crowbar is a good wrestler. He's always been a good wrestler. Stop saying that he's bad just because he was in the hardcore division. Fuck you.
I'm remembering last episode where you said, the more I watch WCW, the less I understand wrestling.
Yes, genuinely.
I do feel bad. Let's go backstage. Ric Flair and Buff Bagwell butter up Bam Bam Bigelow.
Bam Bam's here.
Like, oh, he's in? I guess he's back. Commentary's like, oh yeah, Bam Bam's here. You didn't know?
They did the same thing with Rick Steiner. It's just like, oh, these two guys are back.
That one at least had some fanfare.
I suppose.
Like Kevin Nash tried to do something, but like
this one was just like Bam Bam's just backstage.
He's just standing there.
He's just hanging
menacingly. Let's go into match number 2, which, oh my God. If I had told you this match on paper, you would have been salivating. It is 3 count versus the duo of filthy animals of Rey Mysterio and Billy Kidman.
Fuck yeah.
I'm like, hell yeah. And everyone starts throwing hands immediately, and I was like, ooh, I'm getting bad vibes from this. And it's because this match goes 3.5 minutes. And I just, you can tell early on, like, they had a longer match planned.
And they were told, fast forward.
Yeah, they had to cram it, because this is a very, very rushed and quick match with a lot of talented stuff happening.
Oh my God, yeah. This is a good match. This showcases the skill that is still here that they're just ignoring.
Moore accidentally clotheslines Helms, and Kidman hits a vaulting leg drop. The Animals hit more or less like a double side effect on Moore, and then Kidman goes for a powerbomb, but Helms head scissors him to the floor. It's like, not only can Billy Kidman not get powerbombed, he can't hit one either. 3 Count then do a very convoluted setup for a powerbomb neckbreaker combo, which looked good, but like they did a wheelbarrow into like a handoff into this, and I'm like, guys, just do the move.
Just do the thing. It probably would have been better if they had a little bit more time to set it up, though.
Kidman comes back in with a vaulting head scissors. Kidman then baseball slides under Shannon Moore into the balls of Shane Helms, and Rey Mysterio follows up with a Bronco Buster. Moore drops Kidman on the ropes, and then hits a spin kick to Rey, then a somersault plancha to the floor. Rey follows up with a springboard corkscrew senton, and Helms hits a diving crossbody onto all 3 men. Rey Mysterio and Shannon Moore then get on the apron, and Rey back body drops Shannon Moore like over the ring post from the apron. I'm like, I don't know if I've seen that spot in other matches. Just a weird little like innovative thing, which that's part of my annoyance with this show is like, you have guys doing things I have legitimately not seen, and you're not doing much to get them over.
No, you're ignoring them. This match is a place filler match on the card. They're like, fuck, we have 4 minutes that we need to fill. Go.
Kidman crotches Helms, hits a top rope Frankensteiner for only a 2. Helms then dodges a rebound clothesline and hits a sugar smack before calling for the vertebreaker. Helms gets Kidman up for it, but Rey punches him mid-vertebreaker, and Kidman twists into a Kid Crusher for like a cool visual and the win.
Yeah.
Like having the arms like tied up in the same position really helped that.
And you can really tell the speed in which they're going through this match within the calling for the moves. I noticed it with the Bronco Buster and the vertebreaker specifically, where they want to do this big thing to get the crowd on their side and excited about this cool big move that they're doing, but they have to do it so quickly that it like, by the time the crowd realizes what they're calling for, it's like, oh, now the match is over.
Yeah, and Mike Awesome then comes out and attacks Kidman post-match, and the Animals and Team Canada brawl until security breaks it up. Lance Storm grabs a mic and wants a hair versus hair match of Mike Awesome versus Billy Kidman. And Kidman's like, let's do that right now. And like, nah, we'll see you later. That should have been the pay-per-view stipulation. Having something actually on the line. Like,
yeah, that would have done it. Hair versus hair is also so simple. That's a gimmick as old as time.
It is kind of random because, like, yeah, he grabbed the scissors last night, and now, I need to get that man's hair. Like,
Did he grab scissors last night?
Yeah, ever so briefly.
Oh my god, I don't remember scissors.
We joked about Sid.
Oh yeah, we did. Okay, fair.
All right, the match itself, I really like this, but honestly, when I rewatched it, this match just pissed me off.
Yeah.
Because I knew it was coming on the rest of the show, and I went, "This is the match you cut short. Fuck you."
This could have been an all-timer if they had just allowed me to take a breath at any moment. I felt like I was holding my breath all 4 of those minutes.
Yeah, I'm thinking, and I'm like, I know in the next 2 months we're gonna get cruiserweight tag titles, and I'm like, maybe there'll be some good matches, but I know we have like 3 weeks of them. I think.
Does a new team come on?
There are some teams that kind of hire because I know AJ Styles' one match is part of a tag team.
Oh, really?
Yeah, it's like Air Paris or Air Raid. I forget if like the tag partner is Air Paris, but they have like a weird Top Gun gimmick.
Oh, okay.
We'll get there.
Yeah, I know we will. We're getting there now.
But yeah, this match could have been so much, and it was fine. It was good.
It was good. I mean, it was definitely good. I wish that I could have like had more time with it.
I'm glad they actually tried with the time they had, as opposed to like, well, we got to kill this time. Whatever. Like, who could do anything in 3.5 minutes? But we'll get more on the Animals later. Moving on, we then get the Cat chatting with Chronic and their special lighting. And
I swear, this is the first time that the green lighting has been so pronounced.
Yeah, and Chronic are just full-on faces here. Like, that was indeed a face turn last night. Because they congratulate the Cat, and they're like, we need a favor. And Cat's like, oh, man, I don't think I can, like, afford to do anything. He's like, oh, no, we don't want any money. We just want a tag match. And
we'll
I'm like,
do this one for free.
Fuck off. Who are you?
And Nick was like, you're paid wrestlers.
Yeah, additionally, also, yeah, like, you should get paid for wrestling. And you know how I know this? Last week, you did a thing of you get paid by WCW to wrestle. That is a plot point that came up last week.
So you're just foregoing a paycheck, period? Why would you do that?
There is something you could do with that because champions get paid more. So you're like, all right, I'm not going to get paid for this match to get a title match, but no, this is just the goodness of their hearts.
Yeah, that's weird.
So we're going to get the Natural Born Thrillers versus Chronic later. Great.
Nice. Cannot wait.
Elsewhere backstage, Team Canada have attacked Billy Kidman.
Yeah, they're like, again, don't take a second to breathe or blink because you'll miss it.
Where were his buddies? Like, he didn't have time to get isolated.
Yeah, they were just out there. But this was in like the loading ramp to a like parking garage, basically.
Yeah. Elsewhere, Ric Flair wants Chavo Guerrero to be on his team.
But again, like, it goes from the very loud, like, echoey backstage brawling of, oh my God, Kidman's getting beat. Now, Chavo, I really want you on my team. Like, blink and you fucking... It's the craziest whiplash I've ever experienced, is this episode.
He also invokes Chavo's dad, Chavo Guerrero, coming off the top rope.
Chavo Guerrero.
And he's like, hey, you know... I have history with him, and like we, you know, before we make a decision, we'd go have like 20 tequilas and then decide the next day.
Christ.
He also tells Chavo to basically go bang a Nitro girl. Did you catch this?
No, he was mumbling. No, of course I didn't catch this.
Yeah, he was like, all right, you know, like go have some drinks, like hook up with a Nitro girl, and like get back to me tomorrow. I'm like,
oh,
okay,
nope, didn't catch that.
Mike Sanders then comes in and he's like trying to figure out like, okay, well you're a heel now, so where the fuck do we stand?
Right.
Which. That's fair. I admittedly don't know where the Thrillers stand with him. And Ric Flair is open to him proving himself. And he's like, you're going to be my new like pet project. You're going to be the new dirtiest player in the game. Again, Mike Sanders does not wrestle a match on Nitro the rest of this fucking show.
Oh, really?
I told you this last time. You were all,
oh, yeah. We don't see him in the ring anymore, but we still see him.
He'll be on Thunder, but he's not going to be on Nitro. So geez. I have a hunch this doesn't really go anywhere. But Mike Sanders is concerned about the tag title match later tonight, and Ric Flair has it under control, apparently. So
sure.
He doesn't really do anything. I'm like, that match is next, and I'm like, Ric Flair doesn't do anything for that match. What the fuck?
Ric Flair's not really on the rest of the show.
We then get Tony Buff approaching General Erection, and they flub Ric Flair's name and try to recruit General Erection and then just awkwardly leave.
This is so weird. This is so weird. Again, this is why I'm like, what are they recruiting for? Because they're recruiting such a wide, random array of people that it's like, what is this new faction?
They just want everyone to be heel.
That worked so well with the NWO.
Well, it actually did at first.
At first, but then we overinflated it and we got the B team and then we got everybody's a fucking NWO.
Well, we mentioned the tag title match. Let's go into it. It's Chronic versus Chuck Palumbo and Sean O'Haire.
Oy, oy, oy.
In reality, Palumbo and O'Haire were told about this match 3 minutes ago.
In reality or in kayfabe?
I mean, sorry, in kayfabe.
Oh, okay.
But like, think about that. They made the match 3 minutes ago and like, yeah, we're doing it now. Like, did you even go find them?
Maybe not. They just played the music. Like, oh shit, that's my music. I gotta go.
Match starts. Chuck Palumbo hits some punches before being thrown to the floor, and Brian Clark hits a somersault senton from the apron. Commentary, not on the same page here. Has Brian Clark ever done that? Yes, he has.
Many times. Yeah, what?
Sean O'Haire tags in, but he gets worked over in the corner before a corner backflip and then a glancing spin kick. Didn't get all of it.
Glancing.
Commentary, he is showing no respect for Bryan Adams. What? was that a particularly disrespectful backflip? Is that your problem?
In what world is this about respect? None of these matches are respectful. What?
Bryan Adams then hits a full Nelson slam, but Chuck Palumbo just comes in and breaks the pin. Chronic then just casually swap who is legal in this match, and the referee doesn't question it.
It's Chronic.
Did Chronic just do twin magic?
Yeah.
State of the fucking rules.
See, this is why I'm saying, like, that chair in the crowbar match, you can't lean
but the fact
that.
But the commentary is like, well, he can't use that.
Tony said that. Commentary didn't. Tony knows, like, what's going on.
I don't think he does.
He recognizes what should be going on. I guess I'll say that.
Brian Clark hits a back suplex and some elbow drops, but Sean O'Haire fires back with an uppercut, then makes like a spinning dizzy tag. I'm like, what got you dizzy, my man? Brian Clark hits a double underhook suplex, then wants a meltdown, but Sean O'Haire just comes in to stop it, which allows Chuck Palumbo to hit a jungle kick. The Thrillers are then just hanging out in the ring until Bryan Adams comes in, just stands there, and the referee yells at Bryan Adams.
Sure.
The Thrillers then double team Clark and bait Adams to distract the ref. The ref turns around to see both of them. Doesn't do anything.
Yeah, straight up like stares at them.
Like, you actually see the moment his brain goes, oh yeah, one of you shouldn't be in the ring. Like, there's an active like breath of, oh.
Right, what am I doing? Do you think he just like zoned out and forgot what his job was for a second?
Maybe. Brian Clark dodges a spin kick, hits a DDT. Bryan Adams gets the hot tag, fires up, hits a random drop kick, and I got too much of a laugh from this line from commentary. we haven't seen this kind of fire from Bryan Adams in years.
Years?
I'm like, I don't think you were meant to bury him, but you really did there.
Jesus.
Random tag match in fucking Fort Wayne, Indiana on a Nitro.
The best Bryan Adams we've ever seen.
Oh, speaking of just Bryan Adams in general, I saw some Dale Torborg erasure the other day and it pissed me off.
What?
Someone was like, oh yeah, you know Bryan Adams, he played the Kiss Demon in WCW. I'm like,
no, he most certainly did not.
He did the first appearance and never
Dale
again.
Torborg.
But whatever it was like, no, he was the Kiss Demon. I'm like, how dare you?
Dale Torborg. Don't you dare erase my Dale Torborg. He put in too much work.
Is Dale Torborg in your boy stable?
No. No, he's not. Listen, I like laughing about his name and the fact that he's married to Asia, but remember Asia?
Yeah. She fucking vanished.
She sure did. I just like saying his name. Dale Torborg.
In the match, Chronic then hit high times and Palumbo just like breaks up the pin so casually. It, I don't know, like killed the spot. It was not a dramatic, like, oh, they almost won. It was like, oh, of course they're not going to win.
Obviously, this isn't going to win. Yeah, you're right. It is very casual.
I don't know why it was weird. Like, he just came in, hit like a standing little stomp, like, do a dive or something to like break the pin. Like, there was no urgency from Chuck Palumbo on this.
It was just like, meh.
We then get Mark Jindrak and Sean Stasiak coming out of the ring, which distracts Chronic. Palumbo hits a jungle kick to Adams. Palumbo then goes to the top rope for some reason. I'm like, you don't do a dive. Bryan Adams crotches him and then sets up for a superplex. And while he's doing this, we see Sean O'Haire climbing the turnbuckle and in the adjacent corner. Bryan Adams hits a superplex and we cut away. We cut away from the finish of this match.
Yep, sure do.
Like, you saw him in the shot ready to do something.
And you're like, nah, cut off.
What happened off camera was Sean O'Haire hits a Shanton bomb on the recovering Bryan Adams. Chuck Palumbo then is just totally fine from the superplex and pins Bryan Adams and the Thrillers retain.
Yep.
What the fuck was that finish? And it's just a whatever match with a sprinkling of bullshit rules.
A little bit. Yeah, I mean, you love a bullshit rule.
This match just pissed me off.
I feel like that's your note for the rest of the matches on this card. It's funny because you had to really like write it out for me what happened with that finish, because I honestly just thought that
it's a good spot. You just have to show it.
Yeah, but I thought that Chuck Palumbo's move was the finisher. Like, it was a shitty roll up, but I thought that was it.
No, but yeah, Chuck Palumbo was just fine because something else happened unrelated to him.
Yeah. So yeah, you were freaking out. Like, did they just miss the finish? I'm like, no, the finish was him rolling him up.
Yeah,
what do you mean?
And
he's like, no.
They actively cut away. Like, that took effort. You'd left it on the camera shot. That would have been a great shot, but it would have been something.
You would have seen it.
Because they also cut back quickly because they went, oh, we fucked up.
Do you think that they'd maybe just cut to the wrong camera?
I guess it's possible. But
anything's possible, I suppose. Because they did have the shot in the replay. They had the shot, so he might have just cut to the wrong camera.
Well, we also cut pretty quickly to backstage, and the Filthy Animals are chatting with the Cat, and they're like, all right, well, the hair versus hair match, Kidman can't wrestle, so Conan's like, I'll take his place. And it's like, in hair versus hair? What hair?
Right.
And they do note, like, oh no, it'll be Kidman's hair on the line. They do say that in this segment. So
they do. But and I'm thinking about this segment more because the Cat like looks at Conan and then looks at Mike Awesome. He has a wig and he hands the wig to Billy Kidman. He's like, you should get used to wearing this.
Oh, I missed the wig. There
was a wig. Yeah. The Cat has a prop, which just like leads more into they had a line about this. Like, the Cat hands this wig to Billy. He's like, you should get comfortable with this. He says something along those lines. It's a joke. It's a write-off.
Yeah, lending more credence to it's Kidman's hair on the line.
Oh, 100%. Like,
also, why does he have a wig? Why do you just have that?
He brought it. I don't know. But who knows what the Cat does in his free time?
That would work better if Miss Jones was somebody who, like, clearly wore wigs.
Will you wear wigs? And this is very clearly a male wig, too. It's it's not a woman's wig.
Like, there's a way to do that, but
it was never a question that it was Billy's hair on the line.
But we'll get that in a second. Back from commercial, the Thrillers argue about the assist interference in their match. Like, we didn't want interference because we might be turning face soon. Mike Sanders comes in to cool everyone down, and hey, Rito's here too. He doesn't say anything, doesn't do anything, but he's
feels like
here.
They're actively trying to cut Reno out of the camera shot too.
Let's move on. Our next match, it's the hair versus hair match. It's Conan with his weird glasses and Tigress versus Mike Awesome with Team Canada.
You know what this show kind of feels like? It feels like a house show. They're setting up stipulations and following through with them with like, they're creating beefs, setting them up, and then following through with them in the same show.
With a lot of these, they're doing it right before the match happens. Like,
It
they don't count
kinda,
on you retaining any info.
That's why I'm saying it kind of feels like a house show. You're not supposed to retain any of this. It's just supposed to be set up, payoff right away. Don't think about it. Just be entertained.
Mike Awesome, when he comes out, has a new theme that's not the Team Canada theme. What the fuck is this?
Also a bad theme.
Yeah, but like, you're part of a faction. Why aren't you? I guess Elix Skipper has his primetime here, primetime there.
Also a bad theme.
Well, that's meant to be a knockoff of Up in Here, but this one, I don't know what it's meant to be.
It's just bad.
Suddenly, Ric Flair appears on the Tron and is like, all right, well, Conan, if you lose, we're going to shave Kidman's head. Like, yeah.
And everybody kind of takes this as if it's new information. Like, we knew this. You set this up nary 2 minutes ago.
Also, keep in mind, this is going to be head shaved, is what we've established. Correct. For the loser.
Head bald.
Because they're like, yeah, look at Conan's head. That might be you.
Literally.
Awesome beats down Conan until a tilt-a-whirl head scissors and a rolling clothesline from Conan. Awesome hits a German suplex, and the two brawl on the outside, where Awesome hits a chair shot. Interesting. He then runs off the steps for a diving clothesline, but is hit out of the air with the same chair. Back in the ring, Conan goes for a particularly bad flying nothing. Like, brother, you weren't going for remotely anything.
No.
Awesome gets his boot up. He then wants an Awesome bomb, but Conan slips out and hits an X Factor. Awesome counters a power bomb with a spine buster, then hits an Awesome splash. He goes for a second one, but he's stopped on the top rope, and the two just, like, jockey for position until Conan hits a bad, like, falling top rope DDT. Like, I don't really know what they were fully going for there, but that's the finish.
That's it.
Conan pins Mike Awesome.
Yeah, I really don't know what that, and I think it was a botch.
I don't know what you were going to go for.
Yeah.
Scott Hudson then really hits home of like, yep, Mike Awesome's going to be bald. Conan cuts a few hairs, and then Team Canada runs out.
Conan cuts his mullet off. That's it. It's just his mullet.
But yeah, Team Canada stopped the haircut, and there's no repercussions for that.
No. Like, yes, hair was cut. But he did lose his mullet. But the whole thing was like, he's going to be bald. And they said that a good couple of times. Loser is bald.
Yeah, and he's not bald next week. They don't, like, double down on this. Like, he just has, like, my haircut.
What's funny is going into this, I was like, God, I really hope it's not Kidman who loses. And you were like, well, I know in WWE, both of these men have short hair. So it really could go either way.
Yeah, I don't know when Kidman cuts his hair.
Ugh, it's a bad day.
I think he does have the long hair during the invasion. So
he does originally, but then when he goes off singles and he gets the undies and then his whole gimmick is just ruined and I forget who the fuck he is, then bad.
Yeah.
They really massacred my boy. I never understood how much they massacred my boy until I saw a clip of him on a SmackDown or something relatively recently. I was like, that's Billy?
Now, was it actually a clip from SmackDown, or was SmackDown showing a clip from, like, Velocity?
Potentially that. I don't know. It was on a SmackDown we left on for the dog. That
was meant to be mean, by the way. I don't think you clocked that.
They massacred my boy.
Thoughts on this match, by the way?
I don't have any.
I wrote another incredibly short, disappointing match with a weird finish.
My only real note about the match, because I went from Flair is repeating the segment to Conan wins. The only word in between that, yikes.
That was probably the finish.
That was the only thing I wrote about this match. So forgettable, so stupid, and what are we doing, gang?
Backstage, Chavo Guerrero approaches General Erection, and he's like, hey, I know we have beef, but we don't need to be friends. I just don't want us to be enemies anymore.
Let's just be civil. Yeah.
And General Erection's like, I don't have fucking time for you. He's a real dickhead in this segment.
He really is.
And Chavo's like, the fuck?
He just Hugh kind of yells in Chavo's direction, I've got a lot on my mind.
I'm not worried about it.
I'm not worried about it. I'm not worried about any of it.
But it was a very reasonable ask from Chavo.
It's incredibly reasonable.
To where Chavo's going to get involved in a match later, and I'm like, he's not wrong. Right. Also, commentary forgets the segment more or less later.
Do they even make a note of it when it's happening?
Slightly, but we'll get there. That's actually not the next match. They actually counted you maybe retaining that, but I think the match that actually happens next is 90 seconds.
If that.
Oh, I'm sorry. First, we do see Team Canada consoling Mike Awesome, who I'm like, you have a lot of hair there, big guy.
I mean, yeah, it's a bad haircut, but he has hair.
Our next match is Ernest the Cat Miller versus Bam Bam Bigelow.
Oh, brother.
Because Miller sucks up to the crowd. He's like, all right, I'm ready for whoever I'm facing. And yeah, it's Bam Bam, which this might have been better if we didn't see him earlier. Just like, hey, who's on Ric Flair's side? Oh, shit, they have Bam Bam.
Yeah, because it's kind of presented almost like an open challenge. It's kind of just like, I'm here. Who's fighting me? And if this was like a reveal of a return, that could have been cool.
But also, doesn't Miller make the matches? I don't know.
You're right. You're not wrong. No, go there with that thought.
But Bam Bam is also jobber jogging to the ring. And I'm like, no.
Yeah, poor guy. Look at how they massacred this boy.
I actually don't remember if he's wearing his usual top or a t-shirt here. This match goes 90 seconds. I do not remember this match.
I think he's wearing his usual top. I don't think he's wearing merch.
He beats down Cat to start, hits a back suplex. Bam Bam stays on Cat in the corners. Cat hits a kick and an uppercut before his crotch chop spot. Cat then hits an awkward back heel kick and wins.
How the fuck did Bam Bam lose this?
Hey, you're back.
Fuck you.
Job in 90 seconds. And you get hit with like
back
two
kick?
moves.
That's it? That's what takes down Bam Bam fucking Bigelow? Are you kidding me?
My final note for this match is the Cat does his cave spot and I fucking hate it here.
What are we doing?
I read a recap of this to make sure we didn't miss anything.
No.
And that person gave this show a C+. I'm going to find you and I'm going to fight you.
Yeah. It's on site, brother. Whoever the fuck you are.
Well, maybe our next match will bring this show up.
Don't lie.
It's Shane Douglas versus General Erection.
Okay.
For the U.S. title.
Before we get into this match, hold on. Because it was at this point where I was like, there cannot be that much time left on this show. We've watched, I think, 6 matches in the span of like 40 minutes.
I think we noted it before that last match because we're like, there's 3 matches left. And we
have like 15 minutes left on the card. And then I'm like, okay, we have to be going to the main event. Like there's no 15 minutes up. We gotta be wrapping the show up. Shane Douglas walks out leisurely and just like cuts a promo about how I'm Shane Douglas and I'm a champion and anybody wants to fight me, I'll fight you.
He was looking very naked with his title like covering most of his trunks.
Yeah, it was a little bit of like a Val Venus look, I think.
Yeah.
It was just like, we do not have time for this.
Especially because like it's his usual bullshit. He does not say like anything new.
How the fuck did we give this time on the card? And the Animals versus 3 count got 3 minutes.
I forget if it was Brian Zane or Deadlock who asked, like, did Shane Douglas have it written into his contract that he had to cut a pre-match promo every goddamn night?
It's possible. But he still can't say the word ass, which is just funny.
Yeah. So Douglas's promo, he does note the U.S. title weighs 16 pounds, which will come up a little bit later. But he also notes that Erection wasn't the latest, just the last. Brother, you flipped that.
That's not as pointy as you think it is. That wasn't right.
I'm never winning again.
That was just the last one.
And then Shane Douglas tells Hugh Morris to come get his franchised. Tony Schiavone. Yeah, he's talking to General Erection there.
His name is General Erection. Don't forget. Again, I'm trying to write more than the writers wrote. Because I'm like, is he laughing because he's talking to humorous? Is he trying to do like a joke or no, he's not. I'm trying to write narratives that don't exist.
Erection charges the ring and overwhelms Douglas. Tony Schiavone notes that Erection weighs 325 pounds. I'm like, that just feels like a lot.
Big guy. That can't be right.
They trade punches until Erection beats Douglas down on the ropes. Gotta be careful of beating your Erection.
Jesus.
Erection hits a scoop slam, then tries for a diving elbow, but Douglas moves. Then it's a knee face crusher and a Pittsburgh plunge. I'm like, oh, we haven't broke that out in a while.
Why now?
Shane Douglas then goes for his cheating spot while he has the active advantage. It's like, brother, you're winning. Why?
What are we doing, gang?
Also, the referee is looking right at him. There was no attempt to hide this from the ref. He turned away a little bit, I guess.
I'm just mad that this match has airtime. I'm mad that I'm watching this match.
General Erection then press slams Douglas and throws Douglas's chain out of the ring. Then he chokes Shane Douglas on the mat, and the referee tries to stop him in a way that totally obscures his vision. Just count, my guy. He gets 5 seconds. But he's obscuring his vision so that Chavo Guerrero is suddenly here and hits Rection with the chain, and Shane Douglas goes to pin him. The referee does look around like, wait a minute, something must have happened.
What have I missed?
He does count the pin, and Douglas wins via bullshit. Great. Scott Hudson is like, is Chavo aligning himself with Shane Douglas? It's like,
yeah.
No, he's just costing Rection the match. Like,
oh,
he's just pissed at him.
He's
like,
just mad at Hugh Rection. Okay.
Media literacy, Scott.
Fuck. It caught me too a little bit. I was like, maybe they're trying to like do a thing. No. Right.
I think Tony's like, oh well. I mean, I guess we saw the thing earlier. I don't know if that would have had anything to do with it.
I think I'm just desperate for a narrative.
There is one. Commentary just missed it.
A larger narrative that might actually make sense. I don't know.
So I guess eventually we're gonna get General Rection versus Chavo, but
Oof.
But Chavo's the cruiserweight champion, and as we noted, Rection is very much not a cruiserweight.
Right.
Well, we go backstage to follow up on this story with Mike Tenay and General Rection, and
Mike Tenay is the one that breaks it to Hugh G. Rection. I can't call him Hugh Rection. It's fucking weird. Mike Tenay is the one that breaks the news that it was Chavo who cost in the match. And he gives us like, I know he talks about other things here, but he gives us like a fucking cartoon-esque Guerrero.
Well, he also keeps starting like, oh, my head hurts so bad.
Yeah, it seems like he's kind of devolving back into his like manic gimmick where he's, like Joker-esque, because he does keep saying like, I don't want to be Hugh Morris, I don't want to be General Rection, my head hurts, I just want it to make sense.
Yeah, it's man versus man, and he's ready to finish Chavo's career.
Guerrero!
That brings us, though, to our very poorly advertised main event. Like, they did not hype this up the rest of the show.
No, which is crazy.
It's a WCW title match of Scott Steiner versus Kevin Nash.
Yeah, they really should have been pushing this throughout, especially if they're like, no, please keep watching. Like, please, for the love of God, don't switch on channel. Please watch these two big guys fight for title. Big thing. Don't leave.
We see Kevin Nash with his group backstage, but back from commercial, only Nash comes out. I'm like, okay, that was a choice.
Yeah, right.
When Scott Steiner comes out, Scott Hudson notes that the world title is 25 pounds of gold, which something about the weight meaning like is like, all right, it's a more prestigious title, just kind of made me laugh.
Yeah, this is another one that I don't think anybody else noticed, but it is just kind of like, Shane Douglas, you're nothing. You wimpy little title over there, whatever. So
the match starts, they go right to the corner with strikes. Kevin Nash hits a clothesline, then an elbow drop, and the crowd has actually like come back in for this one. They do care because this is on paper a big match.
Honestly, they really do, and it helps. Like, I don't know that this match would have held as much weight with me if the crowd was not into it, because they are behind Nash hard. They want him to win so badly here. It's kind of cool. Like, the crowd being into it is nice to see.
Nash sends Steiner to the floor, but Steiner low blows Nash, then sends him back in the ring. Steiner then hits his spinning belly-to-belly for only a 2, and then hits his flexing elbow drop and some push-ups. Steiner hits more strikes in the corner. He follows up with a backbreaker, then locks in a standing surfboard. When he starts it, he like starts digging his head into the back of Kevin Nash, and I'm like, are we getting this again?
We're getting to snuggle again.
Nash blocks getting his head smashed in the corner and catches Steiner with a side slam. Kevin Nash then hits Snake Eyes, and Steiner begs off for a second, but Nash hits him with a weak big boot. Nash then gets him out, and Team Flair runs in for the DQ. Cool. They beat down Nash until DDP, the Cat, and Rick Steiner run out, and we run out of time on the show before they even make it into the ring.
Yeah, as they're crawling under the bottom rope to get into the ring. Oh, we're out of time, bye. Crazy work.
You are right about the crowd being into this saved it a little bit, because I'm like, it helps that like it's a main event that actually like draws.
Yeah, but again, they didn't talk about it at all.
You also kind of knew it was going to be a bullshit finish. Like, that was so predictable. Like, there's no way the first night of the new heel regime and like heel supergroup, they're going to take the title off the heel world champion. You're
not wrong. But I know in this last few months, I know the title's going to bounce around, right?
No.
It doesn't, really.
I guess I'll give you the spoiler. Scott Steiner holds this title until the last Nitro.
Really?
The hot potato is fully over. I think.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, we kind of glossed over it when we crossed into 2001. But yeah, the year of all the title changes, I think it was like 26.
Something like that, yeah.
And yeah, it is officially done.
Wow. That feels like the end of an era.
So I guess spoilers for the upcoming shows that Scott Steiner will not lose the title, but...
Fair? That's crazy. It would have been cool. I mean, it really would have.
It would have been bad storytelling.
Yeah, it's very WCW.
Any thoughts on the actual match of the main event? I mean,
It was
wasn't much to it.
just starting to warm up when it ended.
Yeah, I think this match went like 5 minutes.
Yeah, which sucked. Again, every match on this card would have benefited from that beginning segment. I was going to call it a monologue, but it is unfortunately a segment. If that had just been cut by 10 minutes, so many more matches, which would have still been too long.
To say.
That would have still been too long.
Yeah.
But if that had gotten cut, so many more matches would have been better.
Yeah, if that segment ended when Ric Flair comes out is what you're saying, because that's when 10 minutes.
If they didn't go into the second chunk of time, if it didn't cross that commercial break, yeah.
I'm realizing it would have been really funny if during Kevin Nash's promo, the funeral march was still going.
Oh my God.
Thoughts on this show as a whole,
Emily? Oh my God,
Emily?
this was so fucking bad.
This is one of the worst Nitros we've ever watched.
It's crazy because we watched this in one sitting. We both went to bed after watching this and we're like, did we finish Nitro? Did we watch the show?
It felt like, no, there has to be more. This can't be the whole show.
And we both kind of looked at each other like, are we forgetting to finish something? Like, there's got to be something we're missing, right? Crazy.
My one word review of this show was just dog shit.
Oof. Fucking yikes.
Oh yeah, by the way, Animal,
not really here.
Yeah, he did show up in that beatdown. We don't really get an explanation of why he's suddenly back.
Nope.
He's just back.
Nope.
He's also not really known for being a great promo. He just tell him Hawk. Well,
yep, that was it. Maybe Hawk will come back soon.
I did have to look to make sure Hawk is still alive at this time. He only passed away like a handful of years from here, but
damn. Well,
I don't exactly remember when, but I know the Road Warriors do wrestle a match in like 2003 on WWE television.
Oh, good Lord.
They face the team of RVD and Kane, and they lose the match, and they're on their feet before fucking Kane is.
Yeah.
It's one of those like, nope, you didn't actually hurt me.
Yep. Don't you even think for a second that was anything. Good Lord.
We've noted before that like the consensus is like, you know, WCW kind of had something going in its like final few months.
Yeah, 2000 is awful, but it picks back up in 2001.
Yeah.
Fucking win.
Well, we'll see.
How? No, but there's no fucking way it does. Ain't no possible way.
So, Emily, do you want a little tease for our next Nitro?
Do I?
Well, we're going to get a debut on our next Nitro.
Oh.
Well, actually, it's an in-ring debut. Technically, we have seen this man before.
Oh, God.
We're going to see Christopher Daniels wrestle on the next Nitro. I think
have we seen this man?
He was the hooded figure who was like behind Vampiro turning on Sting.
Oh yeah.
And maybe on Dale Torborg as well. I forget how involved he was.
You did tell me that was Christopher Daniels, and I was like,
the man who was almost the higher power apparently.
Jesus.
But yeah, we'll see him wrestle next.
I might need
show.
a picture of him next to Scott Norton because I could not pick Christopher Daniels out of a lineup.
He's really good.
You keep saying that. It's starting to sound like you trying to like sell DDP to me.
He's also
like, no, he's good. I swear.
Well, one, I was right about that, and you agree with me now.
Well,
but Christopher Daniels was also Curry Man in TNA. So
oh brother,
yeah,
he was a masked wrestler. I don't know what he looks like. That's not fair.
Wonder who was writing when Curry Man was pitched.
Anyway, let's go to best but worst bit and MVP.
Yeah, I feel like we're gonna line up on a couple of these. Emily, what is your best bit?
I mean, it has to be the 3 count animals match.
That's
the only thing.
For a second, I thought you were gonna be trolling me. I think you'd be like, it has to be the opening segment.
I mean, it has to be the leg break. Yeah, it took up so much time. I mean,
it is indeed 3 count in the animals, and nothing else is even close.
It is genuinely the only thing worth watching.
The next closest thing I maybe have is Daphne's face when she says she's going to get buffed.
Yikes.
That's the next best thing in the show. Emily, what is your worst bit?
We did have a conversation about whether this would warrant it. I think I'm going to play all of it.
Oh yeah, the whole show. It has to be.
We have to play that card.
Because even the best bit, we're mad that it went short. So even that had some like badness to it.
Yeah, it has to be all of it. We don't play that card often, and we play it strategically. We have to play it today.
Yeah, this was one of the worst shows we've ever watched.
My God.
I almost want to go back and find the other ones that we've given it to and like listen to our episode. We're almost done, and I feel like we just have more like defeat in us for this one. Like,
I think because we just know.
We know, like, even if it gets a little better, it's not going to matter.
I'm not angry. I'm just disappointed.
All right, Emily, and then who is your MVP for this fucking stinker?
No, I have no idea. Who do you have?
You know, he saved us for that opening segment and tried to do something. Rare occurrence of me going, Kevin Nash.
Jesus Christ.
Thank you for stopping that fucking train wreck.
Thank you, Kevin Nash? What? What a cursed sentence.
This episode broke me.
Fuck. I mean, unfortunately, you're kind of right.
He also did decent in the main event,
I suppose. Anybody that's like, oh, thank God this is over. Now you're here. I guess I agree. Jesus. Fucking state of this show.
And I guess honorable mention to Crowbar. Managed to pick up that whole wrestling thing pretty quick.
Yeah, finally. He puts the trash cans down and he figures out how to wrestle. It's crazy.
So that's going to mercifully do it for this.
Mercifully until the next time.
This Nitro. So next up is that Nitro. Out the day before this or so is that WrestleMania review. So
WrestleMania was great.
Yeah, poke your head
WrestleMania sucked.
Yeah, we'll see.
We'll fucking see.
And Emily, with our next episode, we have 10 Nitros left. We're running out of time, man.
That's crazy.
But if you want to relive the good old days of, I don't know, I'm sure there were some.
Were there? What good old days? I was wondering what you were going to cite.
You can do it on our back catalog. Everywhere podcasts are found, except for SoundCloud. Also follow us on social media at Butts in the Pod. And then we do have our Patreon, patreon.com/butts-in-the-seats, $5 a month. You can see about 50 bonus episodes. We just had Slamboree 1997 come out and Rise the NWO arc over there, but we have plenty of fun stuff. I've actually just been casually re-listening to our book reports on Eric Bischoff's book and Vince Russo's book.
New one's coming out soon.
Yeah, well, I mean, there's also the second Eric Bischoff book I found out about.
There's a second Eric Bischoff?
Yeah, it's called Grateful.
Oh, yes.
Emily, anything final to add before we just put this one to bed and just bury it? And
we need to be done with it.
Yeah.
We just need to be done.
In sports, they have a phrase of burying the tape. This is one of those Nitros. Just
we gotta bury this tape.
Bury it the way they buried Ric Flair in the desert. Remember that?
Yeah! Oh, that's the good old days.
Well, not to be confused with the time they brought Ric Flair out into a field and then he was saved by a random farmer.
Those were two different stories.
That was two different stories.
Oh, good Lord.
The Filthy Animals buried Ric Flair.
Yeah, no, I remember the Filthy Animals. I thought they put him in the desert, too. Anyway, we gotta go to bed.
Oh, but until a hopefully better Nitro, I'm Nick.
I'm Emily.
And thanks for being with us on this episode of the Butts in the Seats podcast.
Goodbye.